Welcome to the Basketball Movement Podcast. I'm Anthony Chavis.
I'm Craig Smith.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you joining us. Also, we want to thank our crew for being here. Matt, Tim, Luke, the whole gang. They do a great job. Thanks to our sponsor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Jay Kidd.
Yes, sir.
You called it.
I did.
You knew he would be fired. And then he was fired.
That's good. Good. I like the Bucks. He needs to go.
See, this we don't disagree on much, so this is good. Okay. He was there 3 seasons.
Yep.
Playoffs twice.
I believe so. Yes.
In the East, so take that at face value.
Yeah, Division II.
Okay. Division II. That's mean. LeBron's division.
Division.
Also known as LeBron's division.
AKA.
Yeah. So, who do they replace him with? Who's better? Who's a better coach that's available than Jason Kidd?
There's a guy that collects cans out here in front of the building sometimes. No, seriously. We talk all the time about today's NBA and the modern NBA, and I think Jason Kidd just doesn't see value in the way the game's being played now. I don't think he's a bad coach. Every place he goes, they get better when he gets there. And there's
metrics and stuff like that?
It happens. When he shows up, they get a little better. But I think what I'm afraid is going to happen to him is he's going to get Mark Jackson.
Oh.
So Mark Jackson's never going to get another job because they thought he was doing a good job at Golden State. He leaves and bang. So now someone's going to go to Milwaukee, change how they play a little bit, get away from that scrambling, trapping defense, which isn't going to work in the NBA. The defensive metrics will get better. The freak's going to go crazy, and they're going to become really, really good. And people are going to say, ooh, Jason Kidd was holding them back. So my fear is he might be done coaching.
Ooh.
It's going to be Mark Jackson. He might be sitting next to Mark on the ABC Saturday night telecast.
No, I don't think he'll do TV. He'll get into something else, but
seems like he was angling for the Phoenix job. That's a bunch of good young kids. You know, that's a team that he can go to and probably make better 20 games, make a 20-game difference on a 22-win team.
Yeah.
And then they'll get rid of him too.
I think that part of his deal with coaching, X's and O's, I probably don't watch the Bucks enough to really dive into it. But I know that he's a great basketball mind. And I think a little bit of his deal is probably just he's such a great basketball player.
Right.
It's hard. It's difficult to coach when you were good.
I mean, really, how many great players became really excellent coaches? I thought Larry Bird did a good job in Indiana a couple years, but you look at the ex-players that are great coaches. It's Rick Carlisle.
Yeah.
You know, it was the guy who hung around the league based on.
Oh, Kevin McHale.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one.
Fat James Harden got him fired.
Fat James Harden got him fired. Kardashian curse.
The Kardashian curse. Ooh-wee. We'll get into that too. But okay, so Phoenix for Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
I
possibly.
also like Portland.
I don't know if they'll get rid of Stotts though. I think they like him. I think he's the opposite of Jason Kidd. I think he's an
somebody's got to go in Portland.
Somebody's got to go in Portland.
Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to get anybody in Oakland to watch this show after this.
Nope.
Sorry, all my people. Sorry. I know who you think needs to go.
I do. Yeah, that's exactly what I think needs to go. I think it's a simple trade. Damian Lillard for John Wall. Wall and Beal don't get along. Lillard and CJ don't play well together. Not that they don't get along.
What about why can't it be McCollum for Beal?
Washington getting rid of Beal. McCollum not. They are not equals.
You think Washington will get rid of John Wall before they get rid of Beal?
Absolutely.
Nah.
I think you can find somebody to push the ball up the floor and shoot 41% from the field easier than you can find somebody to replace Brad Beal.
For sure. But I don't. Can you see a team getting rid of John? Well,
John for Dame, straight up.
How much better than Kemba Walker is John Wall? Because we're going to talk about Kemba Walker.
About 5 inches.
About 5 inches. Well, shoot, their offensive output, I bet, is about the same.
Yeah. It's funny, we talk about metrics, analytics all the time. I saw something the other day that this year in the NBA, John Wall is ranked first in most amount of time spent standing still or jogging. It was at 79%.
How do
of
they
his time
even
on the floor.
measure that?
Man, they've got those cameras. They measure all of it. I was looking through the whole list. And the high usage guys are always really high on that list for most standing around because when they have the ball, like John Wall is resting when he's on offense, the ball's not in his hands. So really high usage guys rank really high on that list. Wall, Harden, Westbrook, guys that you see all the time. Everybody says, oh, they just play so hard, they're always running. Well, most of the time they're standing, but because when they have the ball, they are flat out doing everything.
Yeah.
And transition, they're flying. They do rest. If someone else gets out in transition, they don't get across half court because they are resting and conserving energy, playing tons of minutes. So, I think some of the guys in D.C. are not the biggest John Wall fans. Clearly, it's either Gortat or Otto Porter Jr. because there's lots of rumbling about people talking behind each other's backs. I don't think they'd be too unhappy to see John Wall go. Could Dame do what he does? I think so.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I just like the other two, I think their offensive output is about the same.
Pretty close, yeah.
But I don't know. I love Dame.
I know you do. I do too. It's just a bad match. It's like the Spider-Man meme. Him and McCollum are just standing there pointing at each other. It's the same guy.
But Dame don't play no defense.
Well, John Wall's not exactly a defender either.
Yeah, but the other night I watched Washington, Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And Russell Westbrook was cooking him, but at least he was trying. It looked like he was trying.
Do you know why Westbrook cooked him?
Because Westbrook cooks everybody. That's why.
Before the game, he saw the list of all-star reserves.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Didn't know it was in alphabetical order and thought he got picked behind John Wall. So he went out. Petty Wars, baby. He was like, I'm bad. I'm going to cook John Wall right here on TV. That guy got picked before me.
He's like Jordan in that way.
Oh, man.
Anything gets him riled up.
Absolutely.
The biggest chip on his shoulder.
He was going
Pringles.
I'd have bet. If I'd have known that he thought they were the picks in order, not alphabetical order, if I was a gambler, I'm not. That's illegal. I'd have gone to OKC for all the fake money.
So, okay. You're Paul George. You walk in. You see Russ walk in and see the list. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm going to take tonight off.
I guess I'll go stand in the corner and not ever shoot the ball tonight.
I'm just going to defend and try to get in transition. He might throw it to me twice. I don't know.
Hey, hashtag Russ gonna Russ.
Russ gonna Russ.
Russ gonna Russ. Oh, that might be my favorite hashtag of the podcast. Russ gonna Russ. Ooh, that's good.
If he's mad at you, he is going to cook you.
For sure.
The end. And
For sure.
And mean mug you and flex and point at the crowd and whisper things in your ear as he walks by, and then talk bad about you in the post-game interview.
For sure. Yeah. You know what's funny about Russ is rarely do you see like him and a teammate have a moment.
No.
He's not having just a moment where like they're fired up or like somebody hits the three. He's like, yeah,
never.
Yeah, man. Like it's just.
It's him and people that are subservient to him. You're here to serve my will, dog.
You know those shirts, like they got the shirt like Detroit versus everybody or
Russ versus my own
Russ
team.
versus is literally Russ versus everybody.
You see how mad he gets if he sticks his hand out for a dap and his teammate misses him?
Yeah.
He ain't having it.
Yeah. So is he's just difficult to play with?
I think so. We talked about this on our earlier podcast. We've all played with that guy. You might be winning, but it's no fun. You'd rather, you know what, you're checking the clock, seeing if it's time to go back to work. Can you get out of this? Can you get out of this playground game? Can I please get out of here? This pickup game is boring. He's going to shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot until he gets in trouble. He's going to kick it to you in an impossible situation, then yell at you if you miss.
So we talked about swapping Dame Lillard for John Wall.
Yep.
Kemba's on the trading block now.
Yep.
Where's the best fit for him to go right now?
It's tough. Scoring point guards, not only do a lot of teams have one, they just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So if the Cleveland drama is true, if IT's in the locker room talking trash to Kevin Love, and it must be true because we saw Kevin Love get a rebound and then reach down to hand it to baby little Isaiah.
It seems like Kevin Love's just not that tough. Because you're one of the biggest dudes on the team, and everybody's always. Anytime I've ever been on a team, and the big dude wasn't very tough.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
of course, everybody's going to talk trash to you because you're 7 feet tall and you're soft.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, man, we need you to toughen up. So we're going to.
I mean, you know what they're calling him. But so if this locker room drama is true in Cleveland, and it seems to be.
That was funny, though, him handing him the ball.
Oh, that was
like
unbelievable.
That. I bet we can get a video of it. We'll show it.
When Kemba for IT.
Yeah, that one makes the most sense.
The dollars work. It can be done. Now, IT is going to be a free agent. Is Charlotte willing to run the risk of signing him? But here's the deal. It's not like there's going to be a lot of people lined up at the door trying to give IT a max contract.
I think
Boston hit him last year defensively. They hit him with rotations in the playoffs. Brad Stevens talked about how they had some really intricate zones trying to hide him. Mm-hmm. They know he can't guard.
Yeah.
So like they were a top half defensive team last year with him trying to hide him, and all they did was get rid of him and get another awful defensive point guard who's just a little better than Isaiah. And now they're the best defensive team in the league. That's how bad he is at defense? Come on. So the people are not going to be lined up at the door to give him max contracts.
Somebody will,
Maybe he wants to play for Michael Jordan.
Oh, man. I think Jordan's days might be numbered.
Get that Jordan brand contract. Get your own IT
contract.
shoe.
No.
Sure.
It ain't going to happen.
Sell to all those middle school kids that are his size.
But I do think I think they're going to have to throw Batum in any trade.
Yeah, or Kid Gilchrist.
The jump shot.
Oof.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for gravity, he couldn't hit the floor.
Oh, man. Here you go, turning up.
Man, I love Kid Gilchrist, too. He brings everything to the table except points. Yeah. And that's just where the NBA is now, though. You can't score, you can't play.
What about I like Kemba in San Antonio. I'm not sure how they get it done.
They think DeJounte's the man.
Yeah. Would you give up DeJounte Murray for Kemba Walker?
No chance.
At this point?
No way.
I could see him in Minnesota.
Yeah. Utah, maybe. I think the Ricky Rubio experiment's over.
Yeah, but they got Donovan Mitchell now.
You can play them together. Donovan Mitchell's big enough. He can play the two.
He can guard the two for sure.
Right.
But I think at this point they're like, just give that
him
dude
the keys.
the ball.
Yeah, give him the keys
and
and
the
let
keys.
him drive.
Yep.
You're probably right.
They got a steal in him in the draft. Utah drafts really well. Quinn Snyder coaches his tail off. My boy Johnny Bryant coaches there. What's up, Johnny? I talked to him the other day, and I was just like, man, that dude you coach for.
Yep, absolutely.
He's one of the best in the business for sure.
They just, when Gobert got hurt this year, they completely changed the way they play. Mm-hmm. Completely. They went from a 4-out 1-in because Gobert can't shoot outside of 2.5 feet with a lot of spread pick and roll stuff with Gobert setting the screens. And when he went down, they went to a straight 5-out ball cuts, transition. Like they went from no possessions a game to as many as they could get when Gobert got hurt. Man, that's impossible to do. To get dudes that have been in the league and are in the league to buy in and doing something completely different. Yeah. And then as soon as Gobert got back, they went right back to what they were doing. It's crazy. That's a sign.
But now they got that in their back pocket for the playoffs.
If they make it.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
I just want to see Donovan Mitchell hammering on people in the playoffs.
The thing about that is though, how long before a big market team comes and gets Snyder? New York.
I don't think he minds being out of the spotlight. His few times he's been in the spotlight have ended.
That wasn't real. Columbia is not real spotlight.
It is when ESPN's in town showing pictures of dudes dumping boxes of popcorn on your head.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you've drawn the spotlight to yourself. But
yeah, that's true.
He's definitely. I think he's going to be. I don't think he'll be in Utah very much longer.
I don't either. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
Yeah.
I'm upset that our man Donovan Mitchell got snubbed out of the NBA dunk contest. What are you doing? He's not in. Taking away joy from all these kids all across the country.
Why is he not in?
I was asking you.
Oh, I seen they got Gordon, Oladipo, and Dennis Smith Jr.
Gordon, Depot, Dennis Smith Jr., Larry Nance Jr.
And Larry Nance Jr.
So it's okay. Those are guys. They're good.
Yeah. Be interesting to see Dennis Smith Jr.
I like to see the 6'3" and 6'4" guys flying, not 6'8", 6'9". Although when Larry Nance is dunking and his underarm is over the rim, that's something to see.
You know how they fixed the dunk contest?
Get rid of it?
No, don't get rid of the dunk contest. So, 10 guys,
Yeah.
$5 million is the prize.
In a pile on the floor.
First guy gets 5. Then we get the rest of the guys get. Second place gets 2, 3, 3, 3. Right?
I'm okay with that.
All right. So you finish in the top 5. All you gotta do is
Cash.
beat out 5 guys. You can win $1 million. Maybe even $5 million. Right? 5 minutes on the clock, you go 2 line layups, just like you normally would in a regular game. Just let those dudes just dunk.
Just go.
Just dunk. Just dunk. And then you pick the top 4 from that. Then you get a minute. 2 best dunks.
I'd be okay with that. I'd also like to see, I want to see him just continue. I want to see it like the pole vault at the Olympics. We're just going to keep raising this rim until we can see who can dunk on the highest rim. Just keep raising it. Just keep sending it up.
You just, then like Drummond or Dwight Howard win the dunk contest.
The freak. That's okay. I want to see you guys dunking on 12 and a half.
Who do
Show
you
me
think
something.
could dunk the highest rim in the NBA right now?
Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6'11", 7'5" wingspan.
I wouldn't count LeBron out of that.
I don't know. That's 6'11" with that 7'5" wingspan. It's hard to beat.
Or Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Dwight can get up. Superman can still fly. And it's not the playoffs, so he might make one.
You were bucking shots at NBA players today. Man, I'm glad we got a fan base of NBA fans and not NBA players, because you were bucking shots.
Man. You know I love the NBA.
Oh, man. I love when you get in these Twitter fights with these guys. That is classic.
The Enes Kanter and Jared Dudley Twitter fight was one of the funniest things I've ever seen from 2 professional athletes.
That was funny. 2 guys not great at joking.
No.
I think that's why it was the funniest.
Right.
Because they were joking. Dudley was like, hey, you suck at basketball.
Right.
And Kanter was like, well, you're fat.
You're fat. Get on that treadmill.
That's essentially how that beef went.
Get on the treadmill. You got that retirement body. And that made me mad because I take that personal.
Because you worked on
Because that's me. I've got the retirement body. I don't need to be told, yeah, I'm fat. Whatever.
Ooh, Enes Kanter goes after people on Twitter, though.
Absolutely.
I like it. I had to follow him.
Listen,
He's a good follow.
Listen, the president of Turkey tried to get him arrested.
Yeah, he wants him in the pen.
He wants him at home in the pen from him and his dad.
So
Enes Kanter, a Twitter beef isn't all whatever for him. He doesn't care. We're going to fight on Twitter.
ain't never going back to Turkey.
I can't go back to Turkey because they'll put me in prison forever. So, you know, what can Jared Dudley threaten him with that's worse than life in a Turkey's prison?
Straight
Yeah,
up.
exactly nothing.
Okay, so we talked about the dunk contest, All-Star Weekend. We got the All-Star Game coming up.
Who's going to replace Boogie? Boogie popped his Achilles.
Out of the West,
No, it can be anybody.
the Joker in Denver.
You know, I'm probably.
Oh, can it be anybody?
LeBron
It doesn't have to be a big?
LeBron's picking. I think he's gonna pick Paul George.
Oh, that would be a good pick.
Since he's on LeBron's team, it's LeBron's choice.
So he just gets to pick any player?
That's what it looked like when I looked this morning.
Is Kevin Love on there?
Because he thought he was the last pick.
What if he picked Isaiah Thomas?
Oh, that would be the single funniest thing ever.
Or J.R. Smith.
I'm in for those jokes.
For
Pick
sure.
JR. Pick Iman Shumpert.
Or Corver.
Let's have fun.
Yeah. Pick Corver. We only pass each other the ball.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. All right. So who wins the game? LeBron's team, Curry's team?
I'm gonna watch it because I always do. If I happen to be in the gym,
I hope
when
it's
going
competitive.
On, I'm gonna DVR it and I'll watch it with my son, and I won't look at the score once because they don't care, and I don't care that they don't care. I'm fine with that being an exhibition
Nah,
game.
I think Curry's team, they got competitive guys. Like they got Butler, Draymond Green, Kyle Lowry. Like
Yeah.
these aren't the top tier superstars. I mean, they don't have the LeBron and Anthony Davis, but they got guys that are super competitive.
Right. I just don't think that. I think they're all more afraid of a career-ending ACL injury than they are.
I got a
trying to
feeling
guard
that
on
they're
the
going to
perimeter.
play. What's the
That's another one.
winning score?
Why can't Kia take some of the advertising budget and bring a suitcase
And
with
give it to
$12
us?
million, $12 million, and put it on the sideline and say, winning team gets $1 million each, cash money right now. Walk out the door.
Why don't they do that for all of them?
Here you go.
For the
Here you
dunk
go.
contest?
Here you go. Here you go. Be like Dumb and Dumber.
Hey, where's the All-Star game? L.A.
Yep.
All that money will stay in L.A. It'll be
Exactly
great.
right. Be good for
Great
the local
for
economy.
The local economy.
Think about
for
it.
sure. So, who do you think you going for Curry's team or LeBron's team? Who's your pick to win? And give me a score.
I'll give you a score: 184 to 178.
But won't pick a winner.
Nah.
Well, I'm
I don't
picking
care.
Curry's team, so you automatically get LeBron's team.
Great. So I have to root for LeBron and Russ.
Yeah, and Russ gonna Russ.
Russ gonna Russ.
He's got 3 final MVPs, doesn't he?
My favorite hashtag.
I mean, not finals MVPs. I'm sorry, All-Star MVPs.
I don't know. I don't even pay attention to that. I just like to watch him run up and down the floor
Yeah,
doing
I'm pretty
stupid
sure.
stuff.
I'm pretty sure he's got 3. I know he's got at least 2.
A lot of people don't like the All-Star game, but man, I just sit down with my son and watch it and just,
Do you like the new format?
yeah, if they televise a draft.
Why is that such a big deal?
Well, they were afraid somebody's little feelings would get hurt. But we talked earlier about, when Westbrook thought he got picked last,
Yeah.
he just went out and eviscerated John Wall.
Yeah.
See, that makes it better, not worse. I want dudes to have that little.
You
know
think
what I mean?
that- you think
I
that-
like petty wars in the NBA. It's not like the NFL where the dudes talk trash to each other and then they actually go out with a body full of armor and try to kill each other. It's just dudes talking trash. I live for that.
Why don't they just bring how many guys is it?
Bring them in the room and like
24?
like at the
Is it
playground.
12
Just have
on
them
each
stand in
team?
front of the room
Yeah.
and have them point them out. Yeah, I got you.
Pick them. Ooh,
Pick them right there like that.
Can you imagine them
Everybody
having
in
to
the
pick
room.
Russ last, or saying,
And I want a camera on the group of guys.
it came down to John Wall or Russ?
So when the last two
The
picks are
last two
Kevin
guys,
Love and
you're
Al
like,
Horford. The last two dudes are Kevin Love and Al Horford, and one
Ooh,
of them has to
LeBron.
pick somebody.
And it's LeBron picking.
I mean, that's what I want to see. Come on. You know what it's
All
like
right,
when
fine,
you go,
Kevin.
you go play a pickup game and you're quietly scheming how to get all the right guys together, and you're looking
You
at
just
that
go,
poor
listen,
dude
hey,
out there on the floor like, don't
hey,
take, hey man,
we
don't
about
take
to
Jeff.
run. I got you.
Yeah,
I
don't
got
take
you. I'll
Jeff.
pick you up. Hey, no, don't take. He don't pass.
That kid awful. He's got good shoes, but he can't play.
Oh man! All right, so I'm picking Curry's team.
Guess I'll take LeBron's.
Yeah, winner for dunk contest.
Larry Nance Jr.
I'm gonna go Aaron Gordon, Bay Area guy. Aaron Gordon, who's in the 3-point?
See, here's the funny thing listen, I am not a casual NBA fan. And the whole NBA Saturday is something I could do without. I'd rather watch the exhibition game than the 3-point contest and the dunk contest and that shooting stars thing they do with the WNBA player.
Yeah, some of it's.
So like Steph said he's not going to be in the 3-point contest this year, but he will next year. Well, it's in Charlotte next year. Of course he's going to. But, I mean, I don't care. You can have all the 3-point contests you want. If your life's on the line, you got to give the ball to one guy to make a 3-pointer. Who's it going to be?
Steph Curry.
Everybody picks the same guy. Everybody knows who the best shooter is. We're wasting our time here at this 3-point contest.
No, you don't want to see him out there shooting
I wish, yeah, but he won't.
like making 30 in a row.
Yes, I do. But he's not going to do it this year, so skip
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. All right.
It was like all the years, when Vince Carter wasn't in the dunk contest. Why bother having it? We all know he's the best in-game dunker.
Well, we got our picks, so look forward to watching the NBA All-Star Weekend. Check the Basketball Movement social media for updates and stories covering the NBA All-Star Weekend. Once again, thank you to our sponsor. Matt's going to put it up here for me. So shout out to our guys, Matt, Tim, Luke, the whole crew. Okay, I'm Anthony.
I'm Craig.
Thanks for joining us.